Once upon a time, in a small village, there was an old woman whom everyone loved and respected for her wisdom and kindness. Despite life's challenges, she always had a smile on her face. Villagers often sought her advice because she had a way of helping them see life from a positive perspective. One day, a young man from the village approached her and asked, "Grandmother, why are you always happy? Even when bad things happen, you never seem sad. How is that possible?" The old woman smiled and began to share a story from her own life. When she was young, she had a loving family with her husband and children. Though they were not wealthy, they cherished the simple joys of life. However, one day, her husband fell gravely ill, and they could not afford the medicine he needed. She tried everything she could, but in the end, she could not save him. It was the saddest time of her life. She cried endlessly, believing she would never find happiness again. But over time, she realized that no amount of sorrow would bring her husband back. Meanwhile, her children still needed her, and life continued. She made a choice to change her perspective on life. Every morning, she told herself, "Today is a new day, and I will find something to be grateful for." It could be the bright sunshine, a blooming flower, or a friendly smile. When hardships came, she reminded herself, "This too shall pass." The young man listened carefully and reflected on her words. From that day on, he decided to try her advice. Gradually, he discovered that life, though imperfect, held countless small joys. The old woman's story spread throughout the village, inspiring people to understand that happiness does not depend on what we have, but on how we choose to see life. And from that moment, the village became a much happier place, filled with optimism and joy.